All right. Good morning to everyone for wisdom today. Good evening to you wherever you are tuning in the time zone. Good afternoon to my US listeners as well. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. It's Monday morning in beautiful Sydney, Australia. It's cloudy and wet outside, and the thing that's come to my mind lately is, about oxygen and the importance of oxygen that we breathe in life. I think, oxygen can basically determine the future of your health as well. I just did some breath work this morning, and I just feel wonderful and just energized and alive on Insight Timer. I was just doing my breathwork course, and there was a lesson that I was just struggling with as well. Again, this comes down to the persistence of, wanting to achieve it. I think it was, I could be wrong, but you breathe in for 8 seconds. You hold for 16 seconds. Then you breathe out for 8 seconds. And then you hold for 8 seconds, and then you repeat the cycle again. That was a lesson I was struggling with. And if there's anyone in the audience who's doing breath work, or who has an opinion about oxygen and pure oxygen, yeah, feel free to jump on stage with me on Wisdom. This is a great app to help people, because the type of oxygen, you breathe in is going to affect the way you are productive in business and in life as well. If you're not getting enough oxygen, you become, in my experience, you become tired, lethargic, fatigued. I think breath work, is something that you've got to gradually build up. I know Wim Hof, if there's any Wim Hof fans out there who's a fan of taking their cold showers, I'm not a fan. Last time I tried to have a cold shower, I was like, I prefer a warm shower in the middle of winter. LOL. Cold showers. Yeah, if there's any people out there who's doing cold showers and they're finding they are performing much better in their business life and in their career, yeah, please tell me how that's helping you. Get one step closer to your goal and your success in life and in business. Because I noticed this meditation was done by the Stress Fit course on Insight Timer. It was it's a fairly recent one. I'll tell you what it is. It is, day 19 of Reprogram Your Breath by Stress Fit, and it was great. I suppose it's just that persistence, just that keep on going in. The same thing in business too. I mean, and when you're failing and failing and failing, you just keep on going and going and going. You change things over and over again, and finally you get there. I was watching a space program last night on Disney Plus. I think they had to fix a leak of the plumbing or something. Engineers were working very, very hard, because engineers, they fail. So much failure before they get the one success. And this is what fascinates me about space travel, is they're always improving their rockets all the time. They learned from the last mission if there was something stuffed up to. So this goes to show that it's just that persistence, that keep on going, that drive as well. And that's what I like about engineering. I feel we can learn a lot from space programs too. Not only that, it's just amazing how what oxygen does to keep us alive. Astronauts breathing in pure oxygen. Otherwise, if not, they die. It's just amazing how engineers have built spacesuits, and it's fascinating stuff. How they've improved them from the very first man in space. Wow, it's spectacular. It is spectacular. I want to know your thoughts on oxygen and breathwork retention. If you are participating in breathwork as well, is it helping you? Is it improving your life? Are your cells thanking you for it? Because normally our cells are going to be thankful for breathwork that we do as well. And that's beauty. Oxygen is what you breathe in is going to uh, help your lungs perform better, and breath work is helping strengthen people's lungs. If you've been affected by COVID-19, it's good to do it breath work very gradually. Start at your own pace. In the beginning, when I was doing my breath work, might have felt a bit dizzy or a bit of a headache. That's normal, because your body's not used to all that oxygen at once. So it's something that you just got to gradually build with time. And StressFit do tell us that to go at your own pace. If you feel any dizzy or lightheaded, lie down on on a bed and do it, and just stop. Don't push yourself. Don't push your body beyond the limits that it's going to crash on you. I train with an altitude mask, and it's really helping my cardio. But I do it small steps at a time, and I found wearing an altitude mask myself is yeah. I feel more fitter. You can set different resistance. You always start with the lowest, and start small, small, small. They do warn you about not using it on a very hot day, and it's like anything. You've got to know your limit, know what your body limits are. And we all have our limits in our body, with all the oxygen that we can intake at once. There's Wim Hof's an interesting man, because someone to go out in cold weather with just shirt and shorts on, man, that's amazing. I don't know how you can do that. That is amazing. Amazing. But yeah, I've been hearing that cold showers helping people. I wonder if there's anyone listening today who takes a cold shower, and do they feel better, or are they more healthier than before? It's very interesting, the Wim Hof method. Yeah, as I was saying, breathwork meditation has helped me so much. It really has helped so much for me. Just I feel more fitter lately doing it. I know Wim Hof is on. He is on Insight Timer. You just type in Wim Hof. He's even got a course on there. Something I might have to try in the future, maybe, with Wim Hof. So he's just amazing. Cold therapy, faster recovery. Wow, better sleep. Alistair Overeem's done it as well. He's the UFC fighter who has done the Wim Hof method too. Who knows? That could be something that could be on your wish list or your next event. I know Dr. Joe Dispenza has events too, but because COVID, it's hard. I think he's got some online courses too. But yeah, each to their own. I mean, I wonder, if cold therapy is the future for health, because I noticed too. My grandparents have, got to take them to the doctors a lot. When you get older, you go to the doctors more, and just give them medication all the time. And sometimes, our doctors don't know what's going on with you. I've seen it in person. They're human too. They have problems. I suppose, when you do these things of breath work, you just started to notice a difference, and it's just amazing when you are breathing, pure oxygen, or you're getting out and surrounding yourself in nature. It's beautiful when you have fresh lungs. Like, I remember I went to Mount Tongariro in New Zealand, 20 kilometre hike. I know my US audience, they go by miles, but 20 kilometres. Oh, my lungs were just felt, when your lungs just feel so fresh and they're just thanking you for them. That's how I felt, and that was an amazing day out on a mountain. I had some bushwalking planned this week, but I think it's all wet, or it might be flooded. Track might be flooded too. Bugger. But that's life. Sometimes we have to adjust. Yeah, if there's anyone listening right now who'd like to talk, yeah, jump on stage. Let me know your thoughts on breath work. Are you doing any breathwork exercises? Do you do breathwork retention too? Do you practice breath holding? Because that's another skill in itself that takes time and persistence. See, I'm a clarinetist originally, right? I wish I knew all this stuff back in my undergraduate degree. It might have helped me play more better. if you're a woodwind player, yeah, definitely do breath work. Or a singer. I wish I knew all this like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. But life is a learning experience and a journey as well. You know that. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Where you're tuning in from too. And are you doing any breath work as well? And where are you tuning in from on this amazing beautiful wisdom app that is just beautiful and fantastic? Because this is what I like about wisdom. Wisdom has just helped me just have those one-to-one conversations with people. And that's what I like about, when you're having one-to-one conversations. It's you get to know what people are, working on as well. How they're improving their lives. So that's very important. What strategies they are using. What they if they're entrepreneurs, are they doing everything they can to get closer to that one step closer to that goal of success as well? And that's a blessing. When you're one step closer to that yes, and then you get that yes, oh, that is awesome. That is like you just have a party. You just have a party. Yeah, it's like the best party of your life, I just think, it comes down to that persistence and that will to win and that drive as well. I think, it's like anything. Like I'm a YouTuber, and is there any YouTubers listening to this talk on wisdom now? And sometimes you might have a bad day, and you know, and I found, breath work has helped a lot during a bad day. Almost completed my 30-day breathwork challenge by Stressed Fit, which is so cool. And I get to learn a lot. But yeah, just, it's like your oxygen cells will thank you for your work. And it's like anything in life, dude. It comes down to that persistence, that want, that drive, that will to win, that energy, that effort, that time you're putting in, because the time you put into your craft is what you're going to get out of it. I remember my lecturer back in my undergraduate degree said, you get out what you put into the course. If you put the work in, you will pass and you won't repeat. So if you put the work in to breath work, entrepreneurship, whatever you're doing in life, and you stick with it, and you're persistent, and you love what you do. It gets you up on a Monday morning. It's Monday morning right now, and I'm just excited when my alarm hits at 8 a.m. in the morning, because I get up at 8 a.m. I'm not like, I've got to go to work, because that's what the employee mindset generation has taught us. We've got to turn the alarm on at 5 a.m. and get up. Been there, done that. I hated it. I just think, you just got to love what you do. And just keep going, and keep persisting, and keep at it too. Yeah, let me know if there's anyone listening into the this podcast today on the Stephen Shields radio show. Let me know where you're from, where you're tuning in from. What's your thoughts on breath work as well? If you are, into Dr. Joe Dispenza, because Dr. Joe Dispenza's work is fantastic as well. And that's what I like. It's, there's so much medication out there on the market. The pharmaceutical industry is a billion-dollar industry. And it's crazy. I guess if we do these simple things in life, breath work, meditation, surrounding yourself with people who want to succeed, staying productive, eating a nice healthy apple, or eating healthy exercise. You can go and do weight training as well. It's amazing what the body says. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, it'll say to you. You could be looking like Superman without taking steroids. you know. But yeah, as I said, it's just amazing about how the body deals with energy when there's stuck energy. I know when I've got stuck energy, I get stuck energy in my third eye chakra. And I can feel it some days if there's stuck energy. And over time, even breath work too, so you might get a headache after. I've had that. That's normal if your body's not used to it. It means there's some stuck energy that hasn't been released. As I said, you just gotta gradually, slowly do it. It's not a quick fix. It's like lifting weights. You don't go and bench 100 kilos when you can't even do a push up. And I used to be a type of person who, younger, I was impatient. I wanted to aim for the top before building the foundations at the bottom. It's like building a house. You got to learn the foundation. Then the frustrating thing is, then you got to go back over it. Anyone been in that situation? They tried to aim too high, and then the universe gives you a kick up the arse, saying you got to pull your head in and start at the bottom again. It's happened to me plenty of times. But 28 years old now, and more mature. I think clearly. I think much better than I did before. When you're young, you might do silly things every now and again. But it's life, and the universe. If you believe in the universe. I believe in the universe. Does give us a kick up the arse every now and again. You know, I remember I tried to play jazz in my undergraduate degree. I was trying out for a jazz band, and I just couldn't do it. Couldn't improvise. If you're a musician, you might understand me. Uh, for some reason, I just stopped practicing my scales. I don't know, must have got distracted with other things. Because when you're a musician, you're always practicing. I don't know, it's something that you always just got to keep doing over and over and over again to get those neural pathways in your brain to play. And yeah, and my lecturer at the time said, "You got to go work on your scales," and I got a knockback. That was a no, and that was fine. It taught me, I've got to work on my scales. Maybe too, I wasn't suited to play jazz as well. Tried to play jazz music. I don't know, just couldn't understand the style of it. I could swing. I could always swing. Uh, but each to their own, you've got to be suited for certain things in life. I'm more of I was a classical player. I played in a big band. That was fun. But yeah, as I was saying before, I wish I knew about breath work. You know, back in my undergraduate degree, 4 years of my life. And it's amazing that when you go into university or college, it's only a small time of your life. It's not a huge chunk of your life, and you think, I've learned more since I finished than I did when I was studying. Maybe because, you cram it in, you're cramming the all-nighters in. And I had a lot of anxiety too, and breath work is great for anxiety as well. But yeah, it's just that keep on going. It's just that drive. You just gotta you just gotta keep persistent with breath work. Anyone been to a Dr. Joe Dispenza workshop would relate to breath work too, because Dr. Joe Dispenza, he's a really an amazing man to listen to. Really amazing man to breaking the habit of being yourself is one of the books that we all must read. Is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. I've got the audio book on Audible. I've listened to it about twice. I'll probably listen to it, just keep going over and over. And I think he's got another one, You Are the Placebo. So these are the books that will remain to me today as well. And just keep going. I see we've got some amazing guests, people listening in the audience. Yeah, please come on stage and let me know where you are from. If you are doing breath work or you are just getting curious about breath work, I'd love to hear your opinion about it. If you're an entrepreneur or, if you've suffered with anxiety disorders and if you decided to take on breath work and you find your life is changing, I'd love to hear your story too, and how you could inspire other people to do breath work, because it is a blessing, when you have an amazing teacher. I love StressFit guiding you to do it, and wow, it's amazing. It is awesome. It is really awesome. Yeah, so let me know where you're tuning in from. How do you view breathwork at the same time? What's been your story that you'd like to share on the Stephen Shields radio show? I am all the way in Sydney, Australia right now. It's about 8:45 a.m. in the morning on a Monday. Beautiful Monday morning. It's cloudy, it's a little wet outside. Yeah, the weather forecast for today is 19 degrees Celsius, 66 Fahrenheit for the US. Top of 24 degrees today. Precipitation of 52. Wind 2 kilometers an hour. That's some great weather forecast for you. Yeah, I was trying to do my washing right over the weekend and it was wet. And it sucks when it's like, you get humidity in the air and you can't dry your clothes. Even putting it through the the clothes dryer doesn't dry them properly. That's weather. That's what we have to put up with at times. I think it's going to be like that all week. Ugh. I think where I'm going to go bushwalking is going to be all flooded by the sounds of it. I'll see how it goes. If it dries up, it does. If not, just have to put a raincoat on and put a raincoat on and keep dry. You know that. No, it should be fine. I had it booked in, planned for Wednesday. I'll just have to put up with it. I think I'll just go. Yeah. Just have to get a raincoat and just say, fuck it, I'm going. You know, I was planning to go bushwalking during the winter, but then the lockdown happened. And, they shut all the LGAs of concern because apparently we couldn't go more than 5 kilometres from our house. But then a few times had to drive for an essential appointment, and then you just see all this traffic on the road. And I'm thinking, well, Melbourne had an even harder lockdown. They had a full lockdown, and then why is the government saying that we had a lockdown and yet there's people still on the road? I don't get it. I just do not get it at all. That. Yeah, but as I was saying, we've almost had we actually had a recession in Australia. Actually, we did. We could have had a Great Depression, a worldwide Great Depression. We almost did. I'm sure, wherever you're tuning in from, I know the 2008 global financial crisis hit very hard. I mean, it hit the United States of America very hard, Australia too. I think it hit the US the worst, actually, because banks just stopped lending money. I think the stock market crashed. But, you look at the greats of Napoleon Hill and Henry Ford living through the Great Depression. It didn't stop them achieving what they wanted to do. Successful entrepreneurs. And, I could have said to myself, I could have said, I'm going to sit on my ass all day and watch Netflix and, fuck it. Or I just said, look, I'm just going to go for it and start my music company and just go for it. I have nothing to lose. I, got my website, which was an achievement. YouTube as well. I've been loving YouTube. Also, guys, too, you get, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you get new videos every Friday at 6 p.m. Sydney, Australia time, too. I've got music on Bandcamp. If you'd like to purchase my work, you can download it to your phone. I love Bandcamp as well. You can stream my music on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you're streaming, Amazon Music. Save them to your playlist. Share any of your favorite tracks to your social media, because this helps me. Break the algorithm. Also, to tell any of your friends and family about my work, my YouTube. If you're on Wisdom now, just tap my profile icon to take you to YouTube and just click subscribe, and it really helps me too. I'm also open to any feedback on improving my YouTube channel, Shields Productions, as well. Done some amazing interviews. Also subscribe to the Stephen Shields radio show, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode every Friday at 6 p.m. on Spotify or Apple Podcast, or wherever you subscribe to your podcasts as well. Also, too, if you're looking for a great keyword research tool for YouTube, I'm using Morningfame as well. I put the links in the description. Morningfame is, fantastic for YouTubers starting out. It's so simple. In my opinion, it is, I'd say better than TubeBuddy or vidIQ, because it's so simple. It's much easier to understand, and the tutorials on YouTube are just great. Nico explains search engine optimization very well. So that's a YouTube keyword tool that I'm using. Also, I'm on WebTalk as well. So if you follow me on WebTalk, if you just click on the link in the description. WebTalk is paying you to be monetized to be social, pretty much, so to promote your business, and it's very good for entrepreneurs out there. And I'm very thankful for WebTalk as well, and hopefully soon WebTalk will start doing live streaming as well, and that'll be amazing. But this is good, these audio apps, because I can talk to people, even if people are listening. That's wonderful too. I've really enjoyed Wisdom, and hopefully I've inspired you as well. But I want to thank all my listeners today on today's show. Just a short podcast today, wherever you're tuning in from. If anyone wants to get on stage and talk before I close the room, you're most welcome to. If not, I wish you a good afternoon, a good evening to my US audience, good morning to my Australia audience, where it is. And keep on going, keep on being persistent, and be the best you can be. Bye, everyone.